Hi and welcome to a very brief test recording for a currency analysis. For the purpose of this video, we will be looking at euro dollar, and we'll start on a really longer term time frames like monthly and weekly and work all the way down to maybe intraday, hourly, or shorter. This is Sunday, 24th of November 2013. So very briefly, euro dollar appears to be consolidating on a monthly time frame, going sideways for quite some time. It's clearly supported by 50 period moving average at 13421, followed by 13037, I would even call it 1.3, which is a nice round number, and definitely with 200 period moving average on monthly at 1.2. This appears to be consolidating, creating lower highs and also a cluster of these lows. So it's we need to break one way or the other. Previous month created this inverse hammer, which was possibly indicative of a bearish sentiment, where this month appears to negate that with the creation of this bullish hammer. It's not finished just yet. Obviously the month will need to complete by the end of this week, and then this might change. It might become green or also might become red. We don't really know, but either way, it's indicative of bulls and bears fighting for the last couple of months. Nobody's winning, prices not going anywhere really, with the big spikes and lows during those 60 trading days. So let's look at it from the weekly perspective. A weekly perspective appears to be a little bit more bullish than the monthly one, because at least for almost a year and a half, we have a creation of uptrend with higher highs and higher lows, and price action is trading above rising moving averages. The support is clearly defined here by this 200 period moving average at 13314, also 20 period moving average at, bear with me a second, 1340. So the price is actually respecting that as a support level, and we are potentially moving higher. Resistances on the way up are obviously these previous highs, and what I'll do is I'll change this into nice and red, so there is no confusion about what we mean by this. So that's our resistance, followed by obviously this high here as well. At this stage, I would like to possibly look at an indicator as well. Obviously, the price action is indicative of everything, but sometimes if we see an indicator as well, that might help. So either to confirm the strength of this uptrend, or possibly indicate overextended market conditions in some way. So we have a crossing at the overextended, overbought level at stochastics on weekly, and then subsequently a couple of weeks of pullback. We're coming down to 200 period weekly moving average, finding support there, confirming that support. I would have been happier to see the stochastics move closer to neutral and then crossing from here, but we'll need to wait and see. So the other thing that I would be keeping an eye on as well is potentially this fib retracement from this high to this low, and that would give us about 61.8. We're currently at 50% retracement from 1383 high down to, bear with me a second, 13317 low. So this here could be a resistance, but if we break higher, then obviously this 61.8 level would be of interest, followed by obviously these two previous highs as well. So let's see how this plays out. So what I'll do now is I'll basically just remove this quickly, so that there is no confusion here. Let's do that. And we can remove the fib Let's check this out on a daily time frame. Let's use the scroller. Daily time frame yet again appears this continuation of nicely embedded uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, controlled pullbacks appear to be an opportunities for bullish traders to push this in currency pair higher. So therefore play on a potential dollar weakness and euro strength. So the resistance at this point in time would be at 1356, which is 50 period moving average on daily, followed by this high as well, which is just a little bit slightly higher, 1357, and obviously 1371, 1383, which are those two previous highs that we discussed earlier. Support on the way down is clearly defined here by 20 period moving average on daily, which is 13472, followed by this low here, 1340, followed by this low here, 1330, 1329, and most definitely by 1325. A loss of this particular support level would be concerning, and it might change the view, but currently this appears to be a rising wedge in that did not break on the downside. It actually was quickly reversed. So let's see what happens here. So we're going to change this into nice and blue so that there is no confusion. Okay, here we go. Now, so previous support, now we are retesting that support from underneath. It's a newly found resistance, especially it coincides here with 50 period moving average on daily as well. So this could be significant, and the daily breakout above those two levels is required to push the price higher. So I would keep an eye on this. 4-hourly time frame appears to be even more telling. We have definitely a resistance at this level here, which is 200 period moving average on 4-hourly, which is a really strong resistance. This would be very similar level to a 50 period on daily, and I would like to see a 4-hourly candle closing above that level. Stochastics is crossing from oversold and moving higher. So let's see how this plays out. 1-hourly time frame appears to be even more significant. We can see a little consolidation just beneath this rising previous support trend line, now a resistance trend line, and then obviously those kind of levels that we discussed earlier. Stochastics is embedded quite high here in overbought. This is not the opportunity to short or the indication of shorting, just keep an eye on this. Controlled pullbacks would be possibly an opportunity for bullish traders to buy and try and push it higher. Alternatively, if you see a breakout, especially above this level and especially above this level, which we mentioned earlier, 1356, possibly could be indicative of a further strength and upside momentum as well. Well, let's look at this on a 15-minute time frame. Obviously, if you're seeing this on Sunday, by the time you're kind of in front of your screen on Monday morning, this will be all changed, but let's do this anyway. So we're going to make this nice and red. So there is our little resistance, and this is our little support, and this appears to be some kind of triangle, symmetrical triangle, possibly even a bull flag. Assuming that that's the case, what I would like to see is this many points, which is our flag pole, added. Let's see if this works out. Added on the breakout of that level, and see where that takes us. 1358. So let's go to a higher time frame and see if there is any significance to that level. 1358. Obviously, it's bringing us to kind of these kind of levels of previous highs and lows. So, and it's definitely bringing us above this 200 period moving average on 4-hourly. It's more significant on daily, so we would see a number of touches here, also here. So that level could be a level of interest. So yet again, if we do see a breakout outside that consolidation range and a candle closing above, especially closing above this rising trend line, potentially following resistance can be found here at 1356 followed by 1358. Look, hopefully this was informative. It's only a little test. I might be doing more of these in the future, so if you like it, send me an email and then we can do more of these. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you found it beneficial. Thanks. Bye.